So just remembering that throughout the meditation, it's really important that you're comfortable. So if you need to move, then please do. However, if you can keep still, that will serve you quite well. Because when the body settles and remains still, the mind usually does follow. Sometimes it can take a while, because we know what the mind's like. It likes to be busy, likes to remain active. So just being kind to yourself, being kind to your mind too. We're certainly not going to war with the mind in any way. We're certainly not trying to force it to be a certain way. In a way, we're doing the opposite. We are making friends with the mind, however the mind is. And usually, only then does it settle. When we drop that resistance. Same goes for the body and the feelings in the body, however the body's feeling. No resistance. Certainly not trying to change the way the body's feeling. Rather just accepting however the body's feeling right now. Just kind of saying yes to it. And paradoxically, when we do that, it does change. Change for the better. Seems to settle. Inner peace then just reveals itself. So we could say that mindfulness meditation, in a way, is the practice of no resistance, the practice of non-resistance. Letting go of resistance. The practice of acceptance, kind acceptance of your present moment situation. However the mind is, just accepting that. However the emotions are and the feelings in the body, just accepting that. That can just create an instant sense of softening in the heart, a softening to one's experience, and maybe a sense of openness and spaciousness reveals itself. When we just say yes to our present moment situation rather than no. We know what no feels like. When we say no to what's happening, it feels claustrophobic, contracted in, not good. When we say yes to our present moment situation, the opposite can be true. Openness, spaciousness, softness. So just to help, again, to further relax the body and still the mind, we'll scan awareness around the body part by body part. So just relax the whole of the body before we start the body scan. Just feel your body from the neck down. Awareness dropping down into the body, into the world of sensation. So let's bring awareness to the feet, both feet at the same time. Just become aware of the toes, How do the toes feel? The spaces in between the toes. If you're not wearing socks, maybe you can feel the air breezing in between the toes. And if you're wearing socks, can you feel the clothing touching the toes, that contact point? Can you feel the toenails? Shifting attention to the soles of the feet, the bottoms of the feet, and aware of the thousands of nerve endings in this area. Can you feel the activity of all those thousands of nerves at the bottom of the feet? Tingling, buzzing, vibrating, and what's the temperature? Cool, warm, somewhere in between. Maybe you don't feel much at all. That's fine. Sometimes different areas of the body have more sensation than others. Shifting attention to the tops of the feet now. The bones and the bone joints. All the connective tissue and the muscle tissue. The ankles on both feet. And now just let go of the awareness of the feet and just rest before we move to the lower legs now. Feeling the calf muscle and the shin bone, the muscle that runs parallel to the shin bone. Aware that the bones actually have nerve fibers on, sensory nerve fibers that can feel. So feel the bones, feel deep down into the lower legs, down into the marrow. Aware of the activity of all the trillions of cells, and maybe imagining those cells being gently guided down to the ground by gravity, following the muscle tissue, following the nerves, and just settling like snow in a snow globe down. Bringing awareness now to the knee, the kneecap, the sides of the knee and the back of the knee, the areas of the knee that connect together. All the ligaments and the connective tissue. And now just move awareness up to the upper legs, the thigh muscle and the hamstrings, and allow them to go completely soft. Soft and heavy and falling away from the bones. Gravity gently pulling them downwards. Aware of the feeling maybe of blood flow, energy moving around, tingling sensations. just enjoy that feeling of energy moving through your body. Aware of that kind of healing quality that it maybe has for you. The healing quality of gentle awareness scanning through your body. And now just become aware of the whole of the lower body, and just allow the lower body now to be as soft and as heavy and as limp as a wet towel. You know, when the towel gets wet and soggy, it gets so heavy. Almost as if the lower body is so relaxed it's immobile. So heavy and so relaxed that it feels almost like the lower body is just sinking down into the ground by a couple of centimeters. Grounded. Grounded in the healing quality of kind awareness. And now shifting the awareness up to the lower back, the bottom of the spine, the tip of the bottom of the spine and the muscles that surround the spine, protecting it, and the muscles either side of the back. Maybe there's some tension there for you. The lower back can be a place of tension and tightness. And if you can feel tension, pain even, can you hold it in a kind embrace? Rather than turning away from any discomfort, moving towards it, becoming extremely close to it. So on the next inhale, we're going to breathe up the spine to the top, and on the next exhale, breathing down the spine. So scanning the awareness up and down the spine with the breath, feeling that energy moving through each vertebrae, each disc, moving through all the nerves, and on the out breath, feel the energy cascading down the spine like water falling down, like a waterfall of energy. Healing energy moving up and down the spine. Now shifting attention to the belly region, and just feel the breath move in the belly, and allow all those muscles in the belly region to be soft as possible. The softer you can make those muscles, the more the breath can flow freely. The more the breath can flow freely and fully, the more the body can relax. Almost like breathing with the relaxed belly of an infant. When you see an infant breathing, they breathe from the belly. No stress, no tension. Shifting attention up to the chest area, aware of the heart, the rhythmic pulse that's been with you all your life, pumping blood around the body and the lungs taking in air. Shifting attention now to the arms. Feel the left hand and the right hand, the thumb, the first finger, the second and third and fourth finger, the bones in the hands and the knuckles, the thousands of nerve endings tingling away and the blood flowing to and from the hands through the wrists, all the veins and arteries, and the hands so relaxed that it's almost as if they're plumping up now that more blood flow can flow into them, now that the muscles have relaxed, so relaxed that kind of plumping up with healing energy. Feeling now the forearms, the elbows and the bicep and the tricep and the shoulders. Just feel now both arms and both hands, and again allow them to be as soft and as heavy as wet towels. So relaxed. Now just become aware of the whole of the body now. From the neck down, what does the body feel like now? For the last few minutes of the meditation now will awaken gratitude. So now that you can really feel your body, can you awaken gratitude for your body, for the feet and the legs, all the vital organs, the liver and the kidneys, the heart and the lungs, the sense organs, the eyes and the ears, and the hands, awakening gratitude for the hands, maybe recalling all the things that these hands have done, all the things they've created, things that they created as a child maybe, for parents or caregivers and teachers. Words they've written for loved ones. And in gratitude now for loved ones, people in your life who care for you. The feeling of being cared for and the feeling of caring for another. Friends, family. Just feeling that connection. The feeling of being connected. And widening that circle again now to include the whole of life. Gratitude for the whole of life on the planet. All the animals, the creatures of the sea, and the plants and the flowers and the trees. Gratitude for the sky and the sun and the stars. Feeling that interconnected relationship that we have with all of this. Gratitude for being a part of this life, to be born into this, to be lucky enough to be able to participate in this and to interact with life. Gratitude for simply waking up this morning with another chance. Gratitude for this next breath. And this next breath. Gratitude for every single second of life.